Hello everyone. In this video, we will be replacing the batteries on a MobileArt Evolution. This pre-owned unit has been in storage for a long while. Our task for today is to assess it and if possible repair it for resale. In part 1 of this process, we will be replacing the battery bank with new batteries, adjusting the A to D converter, and confirm that the charging circuit is working properly. The first wire we will remove is the jumper between battery 2 and battery 3. You will notice on one of these terminals 2 wires are connected. The thin one goes to B0 on the Max Power board. On the older Max 100 series, this wire used to go to the chassis ground of the unit. By removing this wire first, we isolate the batteries and create 2 floating battery packs, which is much safer to work on. After removing the 2 center wires, we can then proceed to remove all the other cables and also then each battery pack one by one. From here, it's as simple as out with the old and in with the new. Please check that all the lugs fit snugly and securely on the terminals. If the lugs are loose, you can pinch them with a pair of pliers. Loose lugs are bad as they cause improper charging, improper functioning, and can heat up and cause a fire. Once all the batteries have been assembled, we can reinstall them into the unit. When connecting the wires, remember to do the top and bottom banks first. The jumper between banks 2 and 3, as well as the extra wire we removed first, must be installed last. Now we can power up and start doing our tests. The first test will be to compare the voltage coming into the board with that that's going out of the board. We will measure the voltage between terminal 1 and terminal 2 and compare that with the voltage between terminal 3 and terminal 4. If there's a difference, we need to replace relay K7, or if you do not know how to replace the relay, you have to replace the board. If all is in order, we can proceed to the next step. Now we need to enter service mode, select the battery voltage display of the analog to digital converter, and then adjust it to match the actual voltage that we measure on the battery pack. The knee button is used to adjust the positive side of the battery bank. The foot button is used to adjust the negative side, which is quite interesting, as in this case the positive side is the upper bank and the negative side is the lower bank. So knees for upside and the ankle for the lower side. How this works is you would press the knee button, measure the voltage on the positive bank, adjust the voltage on the display to match what your meter says, and then press the record button. After this, you will press the foot button, measure the voltage on the negative side of the battery bank, adjust the display to match your measurement, and then press the key button. After doing these tests, we can connect our machine to the main power and start charging. We now connect our oscilloscope to IC minus and ground on the max charge board. Our charge pulses are inverted, so it will be upside down. You should see them similar to here, oscillating like this. These are alternating the positive, negative bank, negative bank as it's charging, as the machine will charge the top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom in separate pulses. And since Shimadzu uses a smart charger, it will change the frequency as well as the size of the pulses as needed during the charge cycle. Something to keep in mind: if you have used different batteries than that were installed before, you need to go to the initial settings menu and tell the machine which batteries you have installed. You can find this data in the installation manual. If you do not do this, you might suffer reduced battery life, as the machine will either not charge the batteries properly or it will overcharge them, as it does not know which the correct curve for the batteries are. This will cause the smart charger to use incorrect data for judging your charge status of your batteries. And that brings us to the end of part 1 of this project. Now we need to leave the machine overnight to charge the batteries fully, and then in the next video we will check the X-ray system, calibration and tube stability. Thank you for watching this video. May you have a great day and stay safe out there.